There was a rumor reported by a Japanese website called Koji that that Nintendo has canceled The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and are only going to release it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Due to the technical limitations of the Wii U. I really hope that this rumor is false.
Of course.
Okay? I mean, I have a Wii U. I love it. I have a few games for it. I'm kind of working on my first-party collection. But they've been promising this game for this console...
For 3 years?
Since 2013.
Yeah.
They haven't given us a release date. We finally know that it's going to be early 2017, and we knew that it was going to be like released on the Switch and the Wii U. Mm-hmm. It's still listed as a title on Nintendo's website as an upcoming title. It's one of the few Wii U titles that has still yet to be released. But, I mean, recently Nintendo stopped production of the Wii U. It was a failed system. But there's people out there that bought Wii U's specifically because of the promise of this game. It's like kind of how one of the reasons I jumped the gun and went ahead and bought the PS4 was because of Final Fantasy 15. And eventually it did come out. But, I mean, how is that not just kind of like a big fuck you to Wii U owners if this turns out to be true?
And I feel like that ultimately is the point, though. I mean, it is a rumor. We can't allow ourselves to get angry about it until it's confirmed by the company itself.
But here's the thing, man. Rumors about the Wii U and rumors about Nintendo in general have a pretty good track record of being true.
Do they?
Yes. Whenever there was the rumor that they were going to stop production on the Wii U just a couple months ago, Nintendo denied it. Mm-hmm. And then like a month later announced that they were stopping production of the Wii U. And really, I mean, if you're a company, why would you put a game out for a system that you no longer produce? But just to please these few million people that bought the Wii U. And perhaps the response to the Nintendo Switch reveal has been so overwhelming that they're confident that the Switch is going to be a higher selling console, and so they're going to just put it out for the Switch. I'm going to get the Switch.
I was about to say, that makes a lot of sense then.
I'm going to get the Switch, but I don't see how the technical limitations can't... I mean, there's been playable demos at, like, E3 of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii U.
Yeah.
People have played it on the Wii U. It was originally in development for the Wii U, and if you've played games like Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is a massive open world game on a scale that, I mean, it's bigger than Skyrim, it's bigger than Fallout, it's definitely bigger than Final Fantasy 15.
Wow.
It's one of the largest open world games ever made. It's 4 continents. And every point that you see in Xenoblade Chronicles X, you can go to. Just like they've been saying about Breath of the Wild. So if you can do a game on that level, why can't you do this Breath of the Wild? It's not like next-gen PS4 graphics. It's all cel-shaded graphics. So it's not like... I mean, how much processing power do you have to play this game? Because I know that we have a game already for that system that has one of the biggest open worlds in gaming history.
So, how big are, like, monsters and stuff in Xenoblade?
Ridiculously huge. I mean, we're talking, like... Have you seen the Adamantoise in Final Fantasy 15?
I finally got that quest, but I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, it's like... You can walk up to an animal or a monster in Xenoblade Chronicles X, and your character is as big as its toenail. I mean, they're huge. After we're done with the podcast, I'll pop it in and let you see it.
All right.
It's a massive game on a massive scale. And it's just hard to describe without actually showing you.
And then that is a perfectly reasonable question to ask then.
Especially since they've been letting people play demos of it
on
the Wii U.
Yeah, they've already done a lot of coding, which is why I think that this rumor might be unsubstantiated.
I mean, and I hope it isn't. I hope it's not true.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get a Nintendo Switch, but I probably won't get it at launch. But I want to have that experience of being able to play that game on the Wii U. because I have a Wii U and I want that game for the Wii U. And then I would have a quadrilogy, is that how you say it, of Zelda games released for the Wii U, because I have Wind Waker, I have Twilight Princess HD, I have Hyrule Warriors, and I want that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
That long rumored game for this failed system, ultimately. But I don't know, man, because they were showing in early screenings of the game, they were showing being able to use the gamepad as like a map and everything. If you're playing it on a TV on the Switch, you can't do that because the gamepad has to be in the dock for it to work on the TV.
Yeah.
So the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild ultimately would
be better,
more functionality than the Switch version. And that's the one I want. That's the console that game was originally developed for.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If and when I ever get a Switch, I'd probably get the Breath of the Wild with it too.
Of course.
But that would be for like the graphical upgrade.
Yeah. And the ability
and the collectability of it.
Take it wherever you want to go, because it's a Switch game.
But I'm telling you, Nintendo, don't fuck up with this one.
I'm sure that
keep your word, man.
I'm sure that they are eagerly awaiting your opinion on it.
Right? Maybe they'll listen to this and be like, you know what? That dude's right.
That dude's right. Yeah.
Let's take all the Wii U copies out of the trash, clean them up, and send them out to stores.
Ship them
right.
today.
Let's move on. Chris,
yeah.